Hey, what's going on, everyone? I wanted to make a very quick video. So I did a poll to see if people are still interested in getting these 2023 Chargers Challengers, or if they're kind of just over at this point because they're just so hard to get and yada yada. So I decided I want to make this video, especially because a lot of people want a Hellcat trim for 2023. So just to give like some quick tips, if you're like pretty serious about getting one of these cars, I would definitely tune in for this video, because if anyone should know, it is me. This is my 4th Charger and probably like my 8th vehicle buying, almost 8th brand new. You know, I'd say 2 used vehicles were bought. But basically the number one thing you're going to want to do, and I mean like probably pause this video, open up another tab on your computer or your phone or whatever, and go to Dodge's website right now and go to horsepower locator, and I'm going to show a clip of that, and type in your zip code. I typed in just a zip code that's near me. I'm not going to put in my actual zip code, and I put in Charger, and you can see all the allocations. And by looking on the screen, you'll see that a lot of the Hemi allocations are pretty much done. So you're going to want to do your best to check and see who's got what and put an inquiry in right away. Okay, you want to get involved as soon as possible because these allocations are going like crazy. So I hope you're not under the wrong mindset that when you hear 2023 that means, like, because we have New Year's coming up, that next year there'll be more allocations. There's no more. So what you're seeing on the screen for Dodge's website is it up until the end of 2023, which is what I was told. So this is really it. Now, if I could say that there's another thing to do, once you found your horsepower locator and you found your allocation, call ASAP. Say, I'm interested, I want to come in, I want to get a bill going. Okay, they're probably going to want you to email and all that, but me personally, just if you're going to build it and you're going to customize it and you want to make sure it's the way you want it, go there in person, because it's very easy for them to screw something up. Remember, it's your car, it's not theirs. They can care less. It means the world to you. Okay, bottom line. Number 2, I probably wouldn't get involved at all if no one has at least $10,000 as a down payment. $10,000 will probably get you in for probably any vehicle. When you go for a Hellcat or a Red Eye or a Jailbreak, you're going to probably need at a minimum of 10 grand and like amazing credit. So I could have easily put in 10 grand down at a credit score of 758 for my Jailbreak. Now, did I put 10 grand down? No, I put more. But for like my Scat Pack that's coming in, I'm probably going to put around $10,000 down, just because that's kind of like all I really need to do to have a comfortable payment, and my credit will probably do the rest. So yeah, I would say horsepower locator, get your 10,000 or at least 5,000 if you're going to go for like a Scat or a RT. I mean, at this point, even though you're going to be unhappy not getting your Hellcat or your Scat Pack or your RT, I would at least grab an RT or a Scat Pack, just because of the future. Like, they're going to be worth more. There's just no other way around it. I mean, you can't, it's a car that you can't get it no more. It's not necessarily a depreciating asset in a way. If anything, it should appreciate in value. So I would definitely hop on that. Now, if you're sitting here saying, oh, my horsepower locator is up and there's no more allocations for me, that's fine. You know what you do now? You do what I did to find my Jailbreak, which is call and call and call. I called every dealership in my state of Connecticut, right? Except for one. Okay, one. I wound up going out to New York. Okay, found some allocations, yada yada. And I came across the last dealership in Connecticut, which I don't know because it's like very close to me town-wise. Okay, and I found Milford, and they had the allocation and they got it for me. So you never know. It's not necessarily impossible because the allocations are up. Now, when you call and these dealers say, hey, listen, bada, 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 you know, the Joe Schmo's got it on order, okay? You say, and make sure, please take my name and number down, because if the deal falls through, call me and I will grab that car. And they will put your name down and your number, and they will call you if the deal falls through. Trust me, I've done it before. So I think I'm on like number 4, number 5, whatever, for your tips. I would say, honestly, would be to really make sure your credit's in line. The reason why I say 10 grand is because the markups on these cars alone are 10 grand. So there's like a certain threshold where you're like $50,000 on a car. You could only go, like the bank really only wants to see, like, for example, a 5% increase on the MSRP versus the income. It's a very weary thing. So when you have like 100 grand, the bank's fine with seeing you going 10 grand over. Get what I'm saying? If you have a $50,000 car and your car comes out to 55, depending on what you choose, they don't really mind that. But once you start getting more and more over like average sticker costs, that's when it starts to become difficult. Example of this, MSRP on a Scat Pack, just example, 40 grand. You add the Plus Group, Harman Kardon, and suede interior, whatever, suede headliner. Let's say now you're at 7 grand because of those. Now you're at $47,000. You're not 44,000. So the bank doesn't necessarily like to see that. See, these are things that people like don't talk about and tell people. It's like a certain threshold. You could talk to your dealerships about it. I don't fully understand how to explain it because I actually just kind of learned about it, you know, especially with the jailbreak, but I kind of paid no mind because I got approved anyway, so I didn't care. But so, you know, credit, 10 grand, horsepower locator. I mean, it's not impossible. Now listen, if you want one of these cars and you can't get a new one, it's just not possible. Horsepower locator has none. No dealerships have none. You can't afford a new one with the markups, which is totally understandable because, to be honest with you, it would be a swing even for me to be approved on a jailbreak for 149 grand with no customizations because I already did the math. The car's just not worth it. I'm sorry. The car's not worth, a Charger's not worth 150. A Challenger's not worth 150. If you were talking about a Demon, okay, maybe because I see Demons sell for more than 150 as it is. So you're kind of getting a steal, but we're not talking about Demons, right? Right now, the Demons are hidden away. You're not going to see any Demons. I'd be shocked. Okay, the people who bought the Demons are being smart right now. They're going to hold on to them because those are obviously probably going to be worth the most. So, if I can give one final tip, it would probably be, because I want to make the video as short as possible because half the people click off anyway and don't want to hear me talk, is if you can't get a new one, go for a used one. I'm telling you. Okay, you got people who want to buy a new one who already have them par. So pay attention to the used lot, okay? Right now, the used lot isn't necessarily so marked up, okay? I would just take a gamble that if you're not going to pay a markup on a used vehicle, that it'll be worth more than you paid for. Get what you can at this moment, okay? If you don't necessarily like these cars or want these cars, but you're looking to make money, listen, buy up the RTs, buy up the Scat Packs. If you can Endeavor and a Hellcat, do it. Buy multiple of these cars, okay? Maybe buy 2 RTs and finance them for 5 grand down each. I mean, used. It can't be that bad monthly if you got good credit. All right, don't put any insurance on them. Keep them nice, sit them at home, and later down the road, you'll probably turn a profit. I mean, you just can't get them no more, so people have no choice. You're kind of forcing the hand of paying these prices. So that's kind of like my tips. I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to just give advice without like asking for a certain type of advice. But like that's what I would do. I mean, I would be relentless, all right, with this. I mean, to give you an example, I didn't realize that these allocations were it for like till the end of next year. Okay, I thought it was just the end of this year because, you know, stupid me, I'm like, oh, 2023, you know, that's next year. So we have the 2023 models coming out. No, 2023 models are already out. My Scat Pack that's coming is a 2023. Okay, I didn't realize that. And if I knew that, would have, to be honest with you, I probably would have had another jailbreak on order, like without paying so much sticker, because I probably would have been the first ones when the allocations hit. So, I mean, other than that, if you're interested, listen, leave a comment. All right. If you have a question, I don't care what it is, leave a comment. I will get back to you. But that's about as much advice as I can give just offhand. You know, I would at least have 10 grand down. Go on Dodge's website. Know what you want before you go to the dealership. I mean, don't waste their time because they have some rich guy who could pay 200 grand over stickers. So just, and be professional. All right. Gain a relationship with your dealerships. That's what I've done. That's how I get all these good deals. And just be a good person. I mean, that's just, you know, it takes hard work just like everything else. So other than that, listen, I'm going to try to keep getting more videos for you guys. We got the Scat Pack coming. Plan on doing some good things to it. And other than that, I guess stay tuned for the next video. Any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments and I got you on a response. Don't worry. All right. Thank you.